Hello, you're welcome to another edition of the Light TV show. This is where we amplify views and project values. I am Ife Aronokafo, and today I have the privilege to interview someone who is a mentor to me and to many young persons across Nigeria and even globally. While I was in the university, it was right under her wings that I was nurtured, and then I made a first class in the Department of Mass Communication in Anambra State University, in the Department of Mass Communication, Anambra State University, and she was the HOD at the time. Actually, she grew from the humble beginning as a secondary school teacher to a tertiary institution lecturer, and that was when she was a lecturer at the Department of Mass Communication at UNIZIC. And right there, she nurtured a lot of us into becoming great communicators. Well, she is no other than the Honorable Commissioner for Basic Education, Anambra State, Professor Kate Omenugha. I'm always good to have you on the program.
I'm always proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here.
Wow, and you're glowing. With all the hard work. I mean, does hard work make people more beautiful?
I think you're flattering me. I'm a grandmom, but you know me, I love working. It gives me pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah, and especially when you are making a huge impact on a huge number of people. Yeah, like you. Each time I see you, I'm proud that I groomed you. You know, so I'm happy.
Wow, and it's been a streak of wins since you took over as the commissioner. Of course, this is the second term, your second term in office, and we're hoping for more terms, even at higher levels. So what can we say now? I mean, this is, some people say it's unprecedented, but I beg to disagree.
What did I give glory to God, for the strength, for his unending blessings, and for blessing our little efforts in Anambra State. After that, I really want to thank His Excellency Chief Dr. Willie Obiano, the Executive Governor of Anambra State, because what people probably do not know is that in 2014, when we stepped in, when I came in as Honorable Commissioner for then Education, we have a clear blueprint about what we want to do in education. And I tell people, it's that blueprint that I'm driving. His Excellency had a clearly defined blueprint about what he wants us to do in education. Number one, we look at education from three-pronged area. We talk about infrastructure, which does not just mean the building, it means the state-of-the-art equipment in the building. We talk about teachers' welfare, which, the capacity building that we give to teachers. We've taken our teachers, it's on record, we've taken our teachers to every part of international visibility that we give to our teachers. We've taken them to Singapore for training. We've taken our teachers to Dubai. In fact, as I speak to you now, there are some of the teachers that have done so well that are in Dubai, this is what His Excellency wants, building the capacity of the teachers. Because if you talk about quality education, you cannot have quality education if you do not have quality teachers. So if you're talking about the incentives His Excellency gives to teachers, prompt payment of salary, it's on record that this is the government that is not owing teachers any dime.
Sure.
And Christmas time, he gives them bonuses, bags of rice and a whole lot of things. He pays their leave allowances as at their wage due. He gives promotion, as at when due, and so on and so forth. So we talk about teachers' welfare, because we believe that if the teachers are happy, then they can do a whole lot of things to improve learning. Then you talk about students' welfare. When we talk about the environment of the students, or we talk about exposure, international visibility that we give to our students. His Excellency Chief Dr. Willie Obiano has promised to one day Anambra that will give them education that is globally competitive. And that's what we're doing, It's on record. Just today again, I got a letter from the President's School Debate, Championship, School Debate of Nigeria, that Anambra State will be representing the country next year in the World School Debate.
Wow.
and taking place in Mexico.
Wonderful.
And they was made it clear that because we have been the champion of national debates, for 4 consecutive times. In fact, we have the cup for keeps. Last year when we hosted the President School Debates of Nigeria Championship in Nigeria, we came first, beating all other states in Nigeria, including Abuja. And we have the cups for keeps. And today I received the letter that will be representing Nigeria in the World School Debate Tournament in Mexico. And I must say that our students have also gone to Singapore, for debate tournament. The first Nigeria-Singapore debate tournament that we held in 2016, Anambra State beat the Cartoon Convent School, 80-year-old school in Singapore, and we were the best team, we were the best speaker, and I remember Oluchukwu, my daughter, so we demystified whiteness for them.
Wow.
We've given them confidence. We know that they can stand before people in public speaking and talk. We started the Governor's Debate Championship, where we exposed last year, the one we did, about 1,500 schools participated. And the schools that came tops, it was just clear that they are very good. And His Excellency is beginning to build what you call the Anambra State Literary and Creative Hub. A literary hub that will be built in a school in Omenugha, where we want to begin to groom these children in public speaking, bring people that, because the challenge we have is that sometimes when they go for this debate, is the diction and all these things that might, knock them off. So we want to begin to train them in elocution, we need to train them in pronunciation, we need to get them to begin to, if you like, talk in the language, the quotes, that the white people can understand.
That's true.
So we went to Indonesia too, 2 years ago. We went to Indonesia, we took our children to Indonesia, and they did very well, because at least they beat Barbados.
Wow.
Yes, and if they were able in the preliminary debate to beat Barbados, what it means is that you're actually giving them education that is globally competitive.
Absolutely.
So it's a very clear mandate what we are running, and we have a strategic objective that the learning needs of all must be met through equitable distribution of resources and the learning of lifelong skills, and ensure we are one of the 3 top states with the lowest illiteracy rate.
Wow.
And therefore, we say that no child is to be left behind. Therefore, we talk about skill development. We talk about, if you come to the Ministry of Education, you see where we say, welcome to the Ministry of Education, where skills are developed. I hope you know that in Anambra State, any child in the technical college that is in NTC 1 to NTC 3, has free tuition.
Wow.
Because that's one of the things we are doing to be able to get, in the middle human resources, of the artisans, to get them on board and make sure that these children get the skills they need, to be competitive in the job market.
Wow, the winning streaks, it's unending. And there's one that I would also want us to go back to. Of course, it happened sometime last year. When you spoke about the school debates and the fact that Anambra State has won 4 times at a stretch, it tells me that it all happened within your tenure in office. So now, talking about technovation as well, you talked about technical colleges and, that win, what's the impact, and how far have we taken it beyond the win?
First of all, I want to tell people, because sometimes the argument people make is that Regina Apache is a mission school and not a public school, and they think that the government didn't have a hand in any of those things that happened. I know that I'm in charge of the private schools, and we have done our education in such a way that we want to change the psyche of our children. Which the private school, the public school, the mission school, everybody in the education sector, they live and breathe the 10 shared values to make a positive impact on everyone I meet and everywhere I go, to be a solution provider and not a part of the problem to be solved, to be a role model worthy of emulation, to be my best in all I do, particularly the things I'm naturally good at. To do the right thing at all times, regardless of reaching the wrong time. To value time and make the best use of it. To care and show respect through my words and action. To consciously build a great legacy, starting now, today, and every day. To live a life of integrity and honor. And to make my family, my state, my nation, and my God proud. So help me God. This is like the 10 Commandments for us. Every child in Anambra State knows it. In the remotest part, there was this time His Excellency went to Iwaku, a very remote part of, and the children came and got a recitation, and they did that.
Wow.
He gave them a bus. He couldn't believe it.
Wow.
We drove this thing to the very farthest part of Anambra State, everywhere. And this is what our children believe. We taught them some mantra. We say nothing is impossible. Absolutely nothing is impossible. We said, I do not accept failure. And yes, we can. These are the things we chant every day. And it enters the very fiber of the children.
Okay.
So they can take up challenges. They know that they have to be the best in all they do. And it is the same thing for all our schools, whether public, private, mission, whatever, everywhere. They know that. It's already in them, and they know that. So when I was in, you remember that last year or 2 years ago, Governor sent some of us to Harvard, for some training. I was in Harvard when I got this mail about these young girls who have won in Nigeria, and they are going to, for the Tech Innovation Pitching Challenge in Silicon Valley. When I came back, I quickly called Uche Onwamwebu, who is a mentor, and asked her to bring the children to Governor. You needed to see my governor.
Wow.
He told them, look at these Oyibo people, they don't have two heads. You can't beat them. We asked them to recite the 10 shared values. We told them that you have to make your family, your state, your nation, and your God proud. We supported them in every way, gave them money for flights and all those things. Packaged them in such a way. It was unbelievable because we were keeping up with them. Their mentor was chatting me all the time, telling me. And one day, just like, because I was awake, a text message came in, on my WhatsApp, and he said, we won.
Oh.
Good. Just like that. I said, that's not true. I couldn't believe it. It was one of the most pleasant surprises I ever had in my life. And I couldn't believe it. And I said, wow. But I knew they could do it because they are Anambra State children, the light of the nation. So we went, and that's real. The governor has already given them full scholarship up to university level.
Okay.
As I speak to you now, we have put the money for them in trust with the Catholic Church, who own the school. So the government has paid all their to the 6th year of their university.
Wow. They
are holding the trust for them. That's Governor Obiano for you. And beyond that, we are working with Uche. Yesterday, she was in my office. We were trying to, even when I was coming down, he sent me a message about a possible competition we'll also be going to America. She has gone into our public schools and she's teaching them robotics, a whole lot of things. I was there at All Saints Cathedral during one of the holidays when I was able to see what the children were doing. These are public school children. So we haven't left it. We've understood and we know that STEM, the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, robotics, all these things have come to stay.
Yes,
and it's not something, because if we talk about global competitiveness for our children, we need to open our horizon for them to be able to unleash their potentials.
Okay, so beyond that, Anambra State is still on course, and so we can only anticipate more wins.
We have to win more.
Wow. Yeah. This is still the Lights TV show. We'll take a quick break. Stay put, because we'll get personal when we come back.